Move your finger. That's where the camera is. The camera's here. Hi, this is Grace Serrano Vinciguerra, chef instructor. Tonight we're going to be making a risotto of fish. We're using 3 different types of fish. As you can see, I already started to put in 1.5 tablespoons of sweet butter, 1 red pepper, chili pepper. I put in 1.5 pounds of cleaned, cut, and skinned calamari. Here we go, with the little legs, okay? And olive oil, just enough to coat the bottom of the pan. We're getting our shrimp ready. I'm taking the shell off as we speak. I like to keep it on until the last minute because all the moisture stays inside and the juices. This way they don't dry out while they're waiting. And then we have a dozen clams, which I've washed, and I kept them in water all day, and I keep rinsing the water until the water comes out clean. When the water comes out clean, that means that they're ready to cook. Until you see clean water, do not use the clams, or else you're going to have sand in your recipe. Okay? Also, we're using olive oil. We're using 3/4 of a bottle of clam juice. We're using a white wine. We're using Arborio Rice, Italian rice, which is perfect for risotto. It's actually one of the best rices for the risotto, but in case you can't find this, you just get a pre-boiled rice. They sell different types of rices now. Do not use any strange tasting rices or anything, or else you're going to ruin all your fish flavor. Okay? I'm going to have the recipe on the website later on this evening. So this is just our live feed. We're using sea salt. We have a pesto that I make once a year and then I jar it. It's just plain basil. I put 2 cloves of garlic in each jar and extra virgin olive oil, and then I grind it and I get a beautiful pesto and I save it in the refrigerator. Here's our clam juice. Shake it before you use it all the time. And it's 3/4 of a bottle, like I said. And a little bit of parsley flakes, about 1 tablespoon of dried parsley flakes. Okay? Because whenever you're cooking fish, you want some parsley in there. Okay. We're going to take these calamari out. Let's get a dish for the calamari. Smells delicious in here. The only thing I hate about cooking live, I can't put my fan on. To get the steam out of the kitchen for me. Okay. We're going to be leaving in the hot pepper and as much of the garlic as we could. And now we're going to be adding our shrimp. Place them down gently. And the reason I did not use a larger shrimp is because in the risotto, you don't want to sit there with a knife and cut into it. Risotto is supposed to be enjoyed with a fork or a spoon. Since this is a fish risotto, it's with a fork. Okay. We're going to wait till these get pink. Then we're going to remove them. And then later on, everything is reintroduced into the stock. Okay? I'm using a dry wine We're going to give it a hit of wine. Now by a hit, I mean, if you want to be very technical and use a little shot glass, that's a hit. If 2 shot glasses for you are a hit, I go according to eye. So while I'm pouring it, I'll let you know how much it is. If it's an ounce, 2 ounces. Okay. Oh, look how nice. Look at that nice pink color they're turning. Cameraman, could you point the camera over here? Thank you. Okay. Hi, whoever's watching. I can't read what's going on because I'm doing the cooking and the cameraman doesn't want to read anything. So later on, I will answer you when I could sit in front of the camera and I go back to the site, okay? So I hope all my regulars are there watching me. Okay, now that they turn pink, we're going to be taking them out of here. And then, like I said, we're going to be reintroducing them later. A couple of them still need to cook a little bit longer. The smell is beautiful. Now this is about one of the only times, unless I'm stuffing, that I really dice the garlic a lot, because this is very delicate to the palate. You don't want big chunks of garlic in there, but you do need garlic to give it a nice flavor. You hear that? Okay, we're ready for our rice. Okay, I will give you a perfect measurement of the rice. This is enough for me and my husband, 2 people. It's 1.5 cups, okay? 1.5 cups of arborio rice. We're going to start to pour it in slowly. This is a great meal when you're having company and you want to do something that is beautiful to look at, that doesn't rob you from the bank, and it doesn't take much time, okay? And you could actually start it when your guests come in. You give them, you know, like something to munch on, maybe a bruschetta, or you could do a little smoked salmon on crackers, you know, the dry toast that they have on there with a little cream cheese. I do a nice squirt of lemon on there, black pepper, some red onion, and some capers, and it makes a beautiful appetizer. Now see how the rice right away started to absorb everything, because it's a very good quality rice. Now we're going to be putting in some of the clam juice. You hear that? That's what it should be sounding like. So let me show you how high the flame is so you know. I love you, but I don't want to get burnt for you. Okay, there you go. Medium high. Okay? Okay, now we're going to give this a little stir. See? Could you see, cameraman, could you see the way it's sizzling on the sides? Okay, now I'm a little upset with Cuisinart. I paid a lot of money for this, and it's scratched up and it turned color on the bottom. And I love it. I love cooking with it. The quality, the weight, it's just, everything comes delicious. So please, Cuisinart, give another coat of the porcelain that you coat it with, or do something, because it just scratches up and it's bad after a while, especially if you're a heavy cooker the way I am. Okay, so that was, I'd say, about an ounce and a half of white wine. You see that? Okay. We're going to let that soak in. You see how it's starting to become creamy? This is why this is the perfect rice for risotto. Now, when you add the rice, that's when you're going to lower the flame a little. So let me show you what the new flame is going to look like. Like that. So now you're on a medium flame, okay? And you're going to see a slow simmer, and you're going to hear a slow simmer. You hear that? Okay. Now we're going to be adding some water. So I'll give you precise. So I put 1.5 cups of rice. So I'm going to be putting 2.5 cups of water. Now usually I do 1 to 2.5. But because this is risotto, you want it a little bit thicker. And you are adding the clam juice to it and the wine. Okay, let me add a little bit at a time now. This is the trick to the risotto. You do not add the water all at one time. The same that you don't add the clam juice all at one time. It has to incorporate slowly. The risotto actually builds a body. So it's going to puff up very nicely, and it's going to absorb all these flavors. And when you bite into it, believe me, there's nothing like this. Okay. We're going to add a little bit more clam juice. Like I said, 3/4 of a bottle. There you go. And our bottle is finished. They also sell the clam juice in the cans. Which what I do is if I don't use the whole thing, I try to save these bottles because it has the recap that you could cap it again, or in a glass jar like from marmalade or something, and you could save it in there, okay? In the fridge, of course, naturally. But don't save it more than 3 to 4 days because then it's going to go bad. If you want to freeze it, you could freeze it. Then I would put it in a Tupperware or in a container. They have a nice company called Sistema, and I like it because it airlocks when it goes in. Okay, we're going to be adding our basil now. And this is 1 teaspoon of my basil with the olive oil. This gives it a very nice flavor. It brings out the summer in it. Whenever there's basil, there's spring and summer. Okay, the weather might not be here yet, but your taste buds are going to be there. See how nice that looks? See how creamy? Okay, now we're going to be adding some more water. Like I said, a little at a time. Okay, and now we're going to be adding our clams. Put them around the ends because that's where it's simmering. I told them, give me the small ones. Look how big these are. Because someone was talking to me and I wasn't watching him. But he's going to hear it from me. Okay. The parsley I put in later on. So we're going to cover this. I'm going to lower the flame a little bit more. Okay. So, as I was telling you, this is a very nice dish to prepare now for the summer and everything. And just make a salad next to it if you want. It's not even necessary. If you want, if you have like day-old bread, slice it up, put it in your broiler, baste it with a little butter and olive oil, some garlic, and you make yourself a nice garlic bread for next to it. And that's it. And it's going to come delicious. Here we go. Now the clams are going to start to open. That's when I'm going to put in the rest of my fish. I'm going to add a little bit more water now. Here, you hear them? They're starting to spit. They're purging. You know, like when you see someone you don't like, you go, "Too, too." That's what they're doing. What? Oh, yeah? Wait 1 minute.
Get a chair.
Okay, there's the shrimp and there's the calamari. Get the chair. Hi, Danny. Hi, Mike. Okay, yes, half and half, Mike. Put the chair over here so you could go like this. Look. Okay? Just use one hand.
No, I got it.
Don't look, you're in the camera. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I have an old cameraman. Next time I'll get a young stud. Okay, see how they opened? Let me show you. Look. See? Wait. See, they're all open, which means they're all healthy. Okay. Beautiful. See? Okay. Now, we're gonna pick up the flame just a little, add a little bit more water, and close it again. In 1 minute, I'm going to reopen it and introduce these two to it, the shrimp and the calamari. They have to see it. Somebody's complaining. Okay. Here we go. So, oh, look at all the juice that came out of the shrimp. Look. Delicious. And I had 1 piece of pepper in there. The hot pepper, the cherry pepper. Oh, the smell is beautiful. The aroma. You know, in the beginning I was very, very nervous on camera. I couldn't even think of the word aroma. And people are like, oh, she's so stupid. She doesn't know how to speak. No, I know how to speak. I'm very adequate. But I had a fear of the camera. Now the fear is over. I don't care. I know what I'm doing. These are excellent recipes. And I don't care. Okay. Now we're going to throw in, look at the juice from the calamari. Beautiful. See? When you have a good calamari, it turns pink like that. Nice and fresh. It's wild caught. When they stay too white... What? Okay, Danny. Daniela, is it good, the camera? Okay. We're going to cover this again. And now I'm going to take any questions. If anybody has a question, I'm going to turn the camera around on me, give the cameraman a little rest. He's going to put this down over here. And we're going to turn this on me. Here we go. Right. Hello. Okay. Okay, any questions? I'm here to answer. Hi, I see all the love you guys are giving me. Thank you. I hope my new followers are on. If you are, please write hello. And your name comes up automatically so I'll know who you are. I hope you're enjoying this segment. I'm going to start filming. And next time it'll be a little better. We'll have a better cameraman. But I saw a video today that upset me, and I said no. If this person is doing them and has no clue what they're doing, I'm going to start my videos again. So I don't know how often I'll be able to do it because I'm extremely busy with everything. But I'm going to try to get to you. So if there's a recipe you would like for the next episode, please let me know. Only if it's a recipe that I haven't done yet, okay? Today I'm au naturel. No makeup, just a little bit of mascara and lipstick. My hair I just tied up because of the weather. And I could see you in the background, cameraman. Okay. And I want to say hello to everybody in Italy and all over the world. I have followers from the Middle East, from Asia, from Turkey, from Greece, from Africa, Ecuador, Chile, Argentina. I send you much love to all over the world. And if we could all get along the way we get along about food, the world would be a beautiful place. So if there's anything you want to ask me, besides hello, Dia, and how's everything? Okay, let's see how the risotto is coming, okay? I'm going to turn the camera back the other way. There we go. Okay, let's see if we could get it to stand like this without the cameraman. There we go. Perfect. Okay? Everybody could see that? It's good? Let me know, please. Somebody? Danielle? Annette? Somebody? Let me know. Okay, good. Okay, we're going to open this. Oh, beautiful. The smell is lovely. Look at this. Let's see if I could tilt this a little. See how creamy? Okay. It's starting to come together. In about 2 minutes, I'm going to taste it and see if it needs some more salt. I haven't put any in, but I did have the calamari and some sea salt, but then I rinsed it. But the clam juice has natural sea salt in it. So let's see what happens here. Okay, close it again, pick up the flame. I bought a new type of salt. It's called Himalayan salt. I'm not using it tonight. I just want to tell you people about it. It's a very nice salt. Instead of being salt from the ocean, it's salt from the earth. And it's from the Himalayan region. So it's very nice. I like it. It has a very nice flavor. And I use it sparingly because it's a little expensive. Okay. Let's see now how the salt is here. Coming very good. I have plenty of them, so I got a new wooden spoon. Okay. Now I'm going to be adding my sea salt. I like to put it back in this container because it has a sprinkle one. It has the holes with the sprinkles, and it has the one if you need an abundant amount in your hand. That should do it. Cover it again. And we wait a little. Okay. Any questions? Okay. see how we're doing. You have to keep stirring. So I usually do it every 60 seconds, but it's worth it. It's so delicious. And even the next day, if you want to heat it up, just add a little water to it and a little drop of olive oil more to heat it up. Don't heat it up in the microwave, please. Don't ruin the recipe. Heat it up in a casserole dish like I'm doing now. Or if you have a saute pan that's a little bit higher. I'll show you what it's looking like. It's coming along beautifully. Okay, we're going to cover that up now again. Hi Melissa DuPont, how are you? Good to see that you're watching. We're making a risotto of fish, and I have shrimp, calamari, the tentacles and the tubes of the calamari, and I have clams. Okay, I'm using an arborio rice. Okay, the recipe will be on my new website, on the Grace Serrano Vinci Guerra Chef Instructor site, and I'll give you all the measurements and everything. So now we're going to recover this. Okay, the camera needs a minute to rotate. Here we are. Yes, please. Okay, the cameraman's back from his break. Put the chair here so it's easier for you. And just use the one. Okay, like this. Try to get it in there, please. Stay still. You're moving the camera too much. Like that. Don't move. Okay. We're going to give it another turn because it's starting to stick on the bottom and we don't want that. Beautiful. Okay, and we're going to put the last of our water. It was 2.5 cups of water to 1.5 cup of Arborio Italian rice for risotto. I just added the sea salt. I have a little hot pepper in there. Look how nice they are. My son got them for me in Westchester. Okay. And this should be ready very shortly. We're at the last draw, let's say, the last run. I will be plating it to show you how to plate it for when you have guests or if you have that special someone or just the girls over or friends. It could be a fun dish. You could also do this on the barbecue, but I wouldn't touch the handles to the pot after that. Now, since this is a cast iron porcelain finished, I would put, you know those mesh wired pieces that they put for when you want to grill fish or vegetables and all that on the barbecue? I would put something like that underneath this first and make the fire go down. If you're using charcoal, it would be better. So when all the flames are up, don't put it on. Start it when the flames start to go in and the charcoal is lit well. If you're going to be putting it on a gas barbecue, I would cook it on a low flame, okay? And don't close the lid because you have the lid here of this, okay? And because of the reason that you have to keep stirring it. See, it's already absorbing everything I just put in. Okay, a little bit more and we're going to be plating it. I lowered the flame a little. I'll show you the flame. A little bit lower. There we go. Now it's on low. Okay, these last couple of seconds are crucial. We're going to make the cameraman taste some also. And he's going to give his honest opinion. A thumbs up or a thumbs down?
Thumbs up.
He can't put his thumb up. That's why I'm teasing him. He had an accident about 2 months ago now. 2 months ago, he almost lost his hands. So thank God. God was with us that day. He needed surgery, 3-hour surgery. He had a cast on for about 6 weeks. And no good. The thumb can't move. It stays down like this. He's 67, so other things are happening, but the thumb stays down. He can't pick it up, but he can move it down. He could go like this, but he can't get it up anymore. The thumb. Okay. Here we go. Okay, now we're going to shut this off and we're going to let it steam a little in here. We don't want it to stick. I'm going to move it to this side because these grates stay very hot. This is why I got this oven. Okay. Beautiful. Now, if you want to give it a little color, you could put some saffron in it. I didn't do it today to show you naturally how beautiful it comes, okay? And it depends. Some people like the saffron, some don't. We like it with just the clam juice in it, which we call acqua di mare, seawater. Okay? So we're going to start to plate this. Let me get my other spoon. Okay. I'm going to try to do one shrimp, one calamari all around. Make it look pretty. And then we'll start to get the clams in here. Smells delicious. Okay. A little hit of parsley, and there we go. Risotto al pescatore. I'm gonna let it cool a little. I'm gonna plate this also.
Well, how are you gonna get things okay?
Don't move the camera so much, please. Thank you. Do you see?
Oh, potete che fa? Si è fatto qualche cosa qua.
Because you're moving the camera too much. Stay still.
Okay. Yeah, ma voglio prendere
Okay, get the dish. What are you getting that for? The dish, right here.
Okay.
Okay. And there's our second plate. And now I'm going to taste it. Over here. You see me?
Yeah.
Very good. Extremely good. The clam juice really brings out the taste of the ocean. The hit of white wine, dry white wine, not a sweet white wine, really does the trick. I put that one hot pepper, and it's giving it just that pow that you need. Not too much where you can't eat it, you can't finish it, or you won't be able to go out the rest of the night. No, just that little bit of pow. And the fish is fresh, delicious, so what more could you ask for? This is Grace Serrano Vinci Guerra. I wish you a good night and a good week. Ciao, ciao.